Today is the 23rd of April and we are going to be drawing another abstract. Just got down here, a bit late arriving, so let's see who is here with us and I will get set up to start. All right. So I haven't actually, I've got my water, I've got that ready, and I'm about to decide whether I want to do a collaged piece or if I want to do a painted piece. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you? Hi, C. Sorry, just bringing you guys up on my other device as well and seeing what the images is today. Let's have a look. Oh yes, we're going to Thailand to an elephant sanctuary. I love this, and I love all the terraced ground in the background and the trees, and it's a simple photo, but I think it could be really interesting in textures and everything. So let's get started on that. Oh, I don't know where I went with my live. That's strange. Here we are. Hi, Louise. Hi, Julie. Good morning. Hello, Nanette. Hi, Janice. Good morning. Hope you had a good birthday, Janice. Hi, Natty. Good morning, art community. Great hockey game last night with the Maple Leafs. Yeah, they won, didn't they? They're not doing too badly. I know people don't have much hope, but they're not doing too badly. Okay, let me just give Piper a little bit more food. She seems really hungry this morning. She's sitting there looking at me. Okay, I was trying to catch up on my 100-day project yesterday. Good morning, Melissa. Hi, Jen. Good morning, Meryl. Maddie says, I'm still riding the sports giddiness. That's fine. Sports is fun. So I didn't realize I was 3 behind. So now I'm still 3 behind, I think. Hang on, let me have a look. So I've done 56 and 57, and today is this day. I'm like 2 behind still. I don't understand. 56, 57. Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm 3 behind. So right after I've taken Piper for a walk, I have to catch up. But this is the one that I did yesterday. I really like how some things turned out. This was a beautiful little cafe, and they had this line art on the outside. It was a tiny cafe. It was like a to-go cafe, which is much prettier than our to-go cafes over here in Oaxaca. And but I love the shadows. I love the shadows, and also the shadow down here. Oh no, you're not too late, Julie. That's pretty good. Happy hump day, Susan says. Happy hump day. How are you? You must be getting ready. And then I did a little taxi. Then they don't all look like this, but these are the little tuk-tuks that are in Mexico as well. So I did those 2 yesterday, so I'm happy that I got those done. And we had a really great landscape session going to Norway. We got a lot of textures painted. Oh, this was from the other day. Let's see. I don't think I posted. I may have posted in my stories or posted in notes, but yeah, so these were all mixed media. They have some beautiful northern lights up in Norway, and some, as you know, I like to exaggerate some colors, so that some fiery scenes. And then we had a more of a monochromatic image as well, which I really like. I like the moodiness. But yeah, so we've been busy yesterday doing that. I was going to join Dylan and I didn't get around to joining Dylan. My daughter was hungry, so I figured I should probably feed her. She could have, she wants to learn to cook certain things. So we went to the grocery store and we bought a whole bunch of things, and so she's like, it was a request that I show her how to make, and it was very simple. It was just some meat, but I just wanted to show her the stages that you know, and make sure that she saw when it was cooked, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, you know, the mum thing that you got to do, which is good. Okay, so I think I'm going to use paint for this, only because my brain isn't working to do collage this morning. But I will do collage. Maybe I'll do collage tomorrow. I just have to get it all out and get it ready. So I'm going to use the XL paints again, and just get the landscape on here. Maybe I'll do some scraping as well, because it looks like there could be some great textures here. Susan says, love the Norway with landscapes, thank you. And Leslie says, morning, watching before I drive the kids to school. You're good. These are your grandkids, right, Leslie? And C says, I'm currently today, but if anyone would like to share a statue or carving or memorial for me. Oh, yes. I keep forgetting to send you them. You know, all you need to do is just message me, C, and say, Shara, do you have those images of the statues? I have lots. I just have to put like statue in my, good morning, Reb. I just have to put statue in my search engine and I think it'll come up. So yeah, I'll do that for you. I'm going to write a note. I'm going to write a note right here. Send C. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Send C statues. There. Because then I'll cross that off and remember to do it. What is everybody using today? I'm just elongating this. And this is from Laura. I'm not sure if Laura joins us in the morning, but Laura, if you're here, thank you for the image. I'm going to be sad when Abstract April is finished. Not sad, but like I've really enjoyed this month. We only have 7 days left. So next month, if you didn't see, I did post in Substack a Padlet for you all to add flowers to. I think some people have been adding. Thank you. And if we can do the same where you add one image, and then I'm still not 100% how I'm going to go about my month of flowers. I have to make it work that it either extends and is a different project that I can use in other ways other than the mornings, and then it can be a lengthier piece, or it's just kept to the hour in the morning. So, and that's something that I think everybody has to think about. Like if you if you enjoy the whole floral subject and you want to make it a little bit longer for yourself, then, you know, longer in length of time and effort, then that's fine. But if you don't, just be aware that by choosing something that you're gonna do may take a little bit longer than the hour in the morning, and then you may feel like you're getting behind. And so it's all about relative time and making sure you structure it so that you don't get overwhelmed. Melissa says, I think I'm going to try to keep the looseness of this month with Mayflowers. I do like that. Like if it's just a practice of yours in the morning that you just want to join and do, you know, just, it could be, I mean, postcards is always a nice idea, to create postcards of these little florals. Then it's, you know, it's small, and I mean, postcard, the pattern in postcard was a really lovely idea that we did. Remember, we actually did it with, that was Gouache Vember. I did that a long time ago. So I took the colors of the gouache object that I was painting and made a pattern. And I've done that with the birds as well. That is a nice project to do, but that takes a little bit of time too. So I don't know if I want to do that. Then, like I said, one year I made interiors with all the flowers. I just put them in vases and added them to an interior. Another, I did one year just all the flowers on black paper. That was when I found gouache, and I think that was the first year that I tried Hemis. That was really cool too. What else have we done with the flowers? I'm trying to think. I know that some people did. I don't think I did it, but I think Rita did it. She, because she was working on her portrait, she put the flowers in people's hair. So that was also something. C is working with gouache. Jennifer Brown says, acrylic setting up a new palette. It had gotten moldy. Oh. And Laura says, I'm here. Oh, hi, Laura. We're working on your image. It's lovely. I think I don't know if I've been to this specific. No, I think when I went to Thailand, I went in my early 20s, and I went to a sanctuary, which was actually, it really wasn't a sanctuary. It was a farm in the middle of Thailand, like north of Bangkok, south of Chiang Mai, and it was like we stayed in this. It wasn't really a bed and breakfast, but it was almost like a hostel place. And we stayed there, but we did go up to Chiang Mai, and we went to the little villages in the mountains. So we took a day trip up and saw some, we saw a waterfall, and there were some monks up there, and traditionally dressed women, you know, with the neck, I'm gonna say neck jewelry. It's not, it's custom neck, traditional wear, clothing wear. My words are not working today, but yeah. But it's beautiful, and the people are so wonderful in Thailand. Really lovely. When did you go, Laura? And C says flowers will allow abstract as well. Yes. And C says it's hard to limit to one. It is. And that says, I think I need to think about this too. I'm falling behind, trying not to feel overwhelmed. Yeah, don't ever feel overwhelmed. That's why I say just join the day of. If you haven't done another one, you don't, like, that the 30-day projects are not for you to be overwhelmed. They're just for you to do something daily if you can manage it. If you can't manage it, then that's fine. You just join on the day that you join. It's really about just doing what you can do and enjoying it as it comes. And that says, ooh, flowers as hair, that would fit into my 100-day faces. Yes, it would. And it can be just one flower in the hair. It doesn't have to be the whole hair. I know that Jennifer Orkin Lewis, she's done a lot of like faces with flowers. But if you think about Frida, or if you know, just think how a flower would fit into the hair, I think that would be a really nice project as well. Laura says, I haven't yet. This was, oh yes, you did say that. This was a photo my son sent me. He's backpacking Asia right now. Oh, well, if you get a chance to go, you have to go. Meryl, did your son go back to Thailand? He's also in Asia. Okay, I want blue hillside right in the distance with a little bit of purple. Tiny little bit of green. That's too heavy. Okay, I'm going to get some texture on here, and I think that is it. I'm going to use this. It's the Cretacolor, but I really do like it for just drawing over the top. Also, it's nice to hold. It's the soft Nero. I was watching, you know how I shared Grease, his video that he did for Jackson's yesterday. I shared it in my stories. It makes me want to go out and paint and draw. So, and Melissa, yes, I think I can come. I think I can come on Sunday. Wouldn't that be great? So I need to get updated on where you guys are meeting and everything. Do we have any more Torontonians here? You're still going, right, Melissa? It's still happening? Oh, I love that blue. Sunday, Shar. Yay! Did I say Sunday? Yeah, this weekend, Sunday. Nadia says, are you guys going to a museum on Sunday, Melissa? We are. And I haven't been there before. I'm excited. Melissa says, yes, we're meeting at 10:30 at college and university in front of Tim Hortons. All right. I can do that. I will do that. That is perfect. How many people do we have coming? Okay, I'm gonna get some darker shades of green on here. The path. The Batter Museum. Okay, we'll draw at College Park and then walk over to the Batter Shoe Museum. It says Batter Shoe Museum opens at 12. Oh, the Shoe Museum, that's awesome. Yes. And I think we'll be 5. Oh, yay. Fantastic. Tony says, good morning. Good morning, Tony. How are you? What is this drawing tool you were using? Okay, this is the Creta. The Creta color, that's the brand. And this is Soft Nero. It's called Soft Nero and it's black. It grabs better but I feel like it's similar to the 14B, but I like the applicator that it's sitting in. It's like a soft, it's not graphite, it says Soft Nero, so I feel like it's like a pit pen. And the 14B, I can show you. So it's very similar, like black wise, it's very similar, but yeah. And I think it pretty much goes over in a similar way. Maybe the Creta color is a little bit darker. And then you know these are just Neo colors. I'm gonna get as much texture in before I start cutting this up. Elvira did a beautiful piece the other day. She cut diamonds out of her paper. I think it looked lovely. I've got to watch. I'm going to a dance competition with my daughter this afternoon to cheer on her old buddies who are still dancing, and maybe I'll do some sketching of them as well. And so I am dressed in a shirt that I should probably keep clean and not put paint on it. Hello, Jessica from San Francisco? No, SA. What's SA again? Savannah? Savannah. I have to check because I'm like, South Africa. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we don't get many South Africans over here. So thank you for joining. That's really nice of you for joining. You have a beautiful country. I have been to South Africa. I missed the beginning, but would love to know what you used as the base. Is that watercolor or gouache? No, it's actually, I wouldn't, these are the XL blocks, but they're just the Derwent ink tints, and they're water soluble, and they're vibrant colors that dry permanently for exceptional layering. So they lie really flat, and they you can layer. Actually, I want to stick this down because it's annoying me. It's puffing up. So they layer really well, and there's a lot of different materials that you can put over the top of them, but they don't always come I don't have my other pack. They do the XL, or the XLs are huge, but they also come in a little travel pack. And the watercolor set or water soluble set, the Derwent. So, you know, you don't have to get this massive pack, but they're great. And apparently, which I haven't done yet, they also, you can dye your clothes, you can paint on fabric, and it's permanent on fabric. But very similar to watercolor, but they just don't lift, which I like. Yeah, so that's what we used. Melissa says, Shah, there's another local artist you wanted to invite. I forget her name. Feel free to extend the invite. Yeah, and I may have a couple from my neighborhood as well that could come as well. Nanette says, I'm very sad, LOL. I'm going away Friday with some girlfriends. I'm sad I will be missing so many good drawing sessions that are scheduled. Oh, yes. So we do have a drawing session. Well, Melissa has hers tomorrow, art hang party. Melissa, what are you doing for art hang party again? And, oh, you're doing 50 birds in 50 minutes. I'm looking forward to that. And then I have on Friday at 3 p.m., I have a floral meet where we will paint and draw a lot of flowers just to get ready for next week when we start our mornings with florals. And if you're new here, our group gets together. Paying subscribers can add images into a reference. We call it the Padlet because that's the name of it. And you can add a flower of your choice, and then we work on it in the mornings, or a bouquet of flowers, or yeah, I added a little still life. So it's really however you choose to, or what you choose to add. And we meet on Mondays and Fridays on Zoom, and I give you the links to that. And then during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're here on YouTube. But yeah, so I have a session on Friday. Melissa has one tomorrow. Melissa's is on YouTube. Anybody can join. And do we have any others? Saturday, Melissa, what are you doing on Saturday? Do you have a session on Saturday? And I know that Sam has, oh no, Sam doesn't have. Beth has her live on Friday. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're good. We're almost time to cut up, chop it up. Jessica says, wow, got to get me some of those. They look amazing. They are fun. And I don't use a mixing palette or anything. I just, as you can see, I mix on top of these. So they're my go-to if I need a big brush and not get super crazy messy on my table, and not have like a palette like this and then get, you know, paint on my clothes, then I think it's a great option. Yeah, Inktense pencils are really great too. You are right. So these are the Inktense pencils. Excuse me. And they're I love these. These are super but this, like the Neo color is a little bit softer than the Inktense pencil, but I like both of them, so. Oh, got a bit of a frog in my throat. A frog in my throat. Nadia says, I have the pencil that's Derwent. And Melissa says, yes, 50 birds in 50 minutes, art hang party. They are birds from Lauren's backyard feeder. Cam, very cute. Oh, cool. And Kelly says, morning from Newfoundland. Good morning, Kelly. Snow's gone, sun is up, beautiful morning. Yes, it feels like that here too. I'm so happy that finally we are getting a little bit of spring. Really, finally. Okay. Melissa says I don't have anything on Saturday. Nanette says Sam's letter. Oh yes, today Sam's lettering meet is at 1 today. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm so sad, but maybe, or maybe I'll tune in. I'll just take my earbuds with me and then I can like listen in. I'd like to do that. Or if there's no dances, I can just set my phone up. Natty's, oh, Jessica says Natty W, haha, yes. It's beautiful and multicultural here. I follow so many international artists here on this platform, but there's not a big community in South Africa artists or YouTube that I've found yet. Well, welcome, Jessica. I recognized your, I think we're following each other on Instagram. I think I recognize your profile picture. I forget sometimes when I'm here that I'm not on Instagram because I used to do these lives on Instagram every morning and then I switched over to here. Kelly says, I've got Melissa's latest art party queued up for this morning. Oh, great. Yeah, that was a good one. And Barbara says, good morning, Shar. How do we connect with the Monday, Friday Zoom sessions? If you're a paying subscriber on Substack, there is a post which it's pinned. I'll show you. So it'll look like this. It's so much easier for me to show you. Okay, so this is my homepage. So if you go into Shar and view profile, and then go into here, Blue Shine Art with Charlotte Hamilton. So if you're a paying subscriber, you will go into Blue Shine Art with Charlotte Hamilton and then see how it says Mornings with Char's Art Class. So you go here and then you scroll all the way down to the bottom and there are links to the Monday, Friday sessions. Does that help? Oh, Nanette, it is Friday. Oh, good. I'm not going to miss it. Yay. I thought it was today because she had them all on Wednesdays. Thank you, Nanette. Whew, thank goodness for that. Kelly says, sunshine makes everything better. It really does. And Jessica says, yes, I've also been to one of your live sessions before on YouTube. Oh, yes, they are wonderful. Oh, thanks, Jessica. And Natty says, that helped me share understanding. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah, it is, you know what, it's a little bit confusing, but if anybody needs help, like finding things, there's a lot of people out there who you can ask, and everybody is very open to helping, figuring things out, which is really nice. We're very, very grateful for our little community here that is always willing to help. I'm just going to put a few little leaves down here, and then I think I have to start cutting because it's that time of day. It's time for the cut. And then just on the edge of this path, and I think I'm just going to take a little bit more. I want to add some like ochre and pink to these. Almost like an orangey, like a deep orange to the terraces over here. You know what I love about landscapes is that you can change them up to however you want them to be. It's not like a face that people need to recognize at all. Like, it can be your way. It can be your landscape. You can change it. I mean, unless you're doing it for like a commission of, you know, someone's house with a garden, or I think it's nice to be able to change. And all these little colors are gonna come up in the cutting. All right, let's get started. I think I'm gonna slice, and like I did yesterday, I really like how that turns out, so I'm going to do that. Melissa says, Beth has an introvert drawing club session today at 2. Yeah, I can't make that, unfortunately. That's with the animal ones, excuse me. Yeah, I think that's the animal one. I can't make that, unfortunately. I can maybe, okay, I'm going to turn it over. So the fun part about this is turning it over and not seeing what you're cutting up and not seeing what you're sticking. I could do, shall I do half the size? I have 20 minutes. Maybe I'll do half the size today. Is it going to cut properly? That's going to be crazy, isn't it? Is that going to be crazy? I could. Let's try it. As long as my cutter works for me. I'm doing half the size today. Cut. I may run over a little bit. I forgot to put my phone on silent, so I may get some calls. I have a big guillotine as well, but I really am very scared of the guillotine. I once cut my finger on one of those, you know, the meat slicer things. My gosh, I think I was gonna faint. Like, I felt like my whole finger had been chopped off, and it really hadn't, but just like the top, like it had sliced into the top. I know you don't want to hear that in the morning, but it was horrible. Definitely don't want that happening again. These are very tiny. Not sure if this was a good, maybe I could do half small and half bigger. Would that work? No, probably won't work. I'll just do all small. Good morning, Elvira. Elvira, I loved your diamonds that you did. Look great. I'm doing smaller stripes today. Seeing how this turns out. My cutter is not cutting very straight though. Or maybe it's just me not holding it very straight. I'll cut a few down like this. Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. That's not good. I'm just going to cut a big one and then use my scissors to cut that one. Actually, the last couple I think I'll just cut with the scissors. And hopefully they'll be similar size. Still have half a page to go. Anybody else been experimenting with shapes? I still haven't done a hexagon yet. I think that would be a great one because the hexagons do fit into each other. And then even things like not a swirl, but almost like a wave that's repetitive. So you have like the circles, so you can adjust the circles. I think that would be cool. Oh my God, there's so many. I think there's so many different ways that we can approach this. That would be really okay. Like these are very satisfying as pieces of paper. I really like those. Maybe I should just. It's like shredding. Oh, maybe I should have just put it through a shredder. Huh. Why did I not think of that? Melissa, okay. Melissa says, Melissa, do I have to join Substack for the Introvert Drawing Club meetups? Yes. And you have to join if you want to come to my Monday and Friday, Natty. That is also paid. How to cut a hexagon, Shah? Do you have a hexagon punch? No, I would have to do it by hand. I know that Meryl, she showed us her very old stencil set, so you could create a stencil or a, you know, like you could create a stamp. That would be kind of great to just stamp on the back after you've drawn the image. Elvira says hexagons are difficult to cut. Yeah, I think you would definitely have to have a, well, if you had a punch, that would be even. I do have a cricket. Reb says, do you have a cricket? I do have a cricket. I've never mastered my cricket. My husband, he bought me a cricket and he uses my cricket. He prints things for himself with the cricket. It's so bad. Elvira says only a few straight lines go through. Yes, I know. Like, and then everything else is, I think you would have to do them cut them individually, the hexagons for sure. Okay, we have 15 minutes to do this. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Melissa, looks like it's gonna take you a while to piece together. Yeah, maybe. Could be here for the morning. No, I can't be here for the morning. We'll get it. We'll get it done. What was I thinking with my 1 centimeter strips? Nadia says, I have the first generation Cricut that you plug into wall, no computer access, LOL. That's probably easier to function than the one that's all Bluetooth, and you need a program hooked up to your computer to use. Like, I wish you could just turn it on, press a button, and it cut it. But I do get like that. Do you have one, Reb? Oh, Reb says, use your Cricut. I know. You know what I cut? I don't know if I've got them here. I made some really pretty stencils because I was doing a lot of patterning, and I made some stencils which I really love, and I use on the back of envelopes and things like that, and I don't know where they are, but I did use my Cricut for that. Initially I used it. And it was great, right? Melissa says, just sprinkle the pieces over the paper and see where they fall. Oh, and then stick them? Well, and then do what? Okay. I gotta get sticking. Let's get sticking. And just, like these, I love these colors. Thank you, Laura, for the photo. Okay. Where are we at? We are at the back here. So, that was yesterday's. Just need to flip the back here so that it lies flat like that. Okay, good. Let's get started. Hopefully I don't run out of glue. I'm going to start from this side today. Oh yeah, this is going to take a little bit longer, I think. But if I'm quick, if I'm just quick and get them on. And if they actually stick, that would be great. This one is a whole strip of it. It's a bit bouncy, my paper. I don't know why. I think it's just how it's sitting here. Let's try that. That's better. So if I take little pieces and put them in here now, then they will be done. I can just cut them. I quite like the thinner pieces. It gives it a little bit more variety, I think, in color and tone, and yeah, I quite like it. Do you think I can do it? Are you timing? No, I'm joking. Laura says, you're welcome. You've made a gorgeous collection of abstracts. You know, more than anything, I think it's been a real eye-opener to doing something different, not being really stuck in the more traditional form of creating. And I think that for me, that's really exciting, because you can use it within your art in different ways, and that exploration has been really fun, and I'm so happy that a lot of you have been there for the ride for that, because and done it as well, because that's, I think it's you can bring it into your art, whether it's just looking at colors differently, or not necessarily always having to do something hyper realistic. Those are very similar size. I was going to turn this over, and I'm like, no, I'm going to keep it this way. Okay, keep moving on to the other side. So it's not taking too long. I thought it would take a lot longer. I think I prefer the vertical to the horizontal. I don't know why. It makes me feel better. Anyone have a preference? Vertical, horizontal. I know you're doing your own thing, so. Feels nice. The thinner ones feel really nice on the page. Do like it. I love that piece. Really like that piece. Certain pieces, I think it's the ones with a lot of color in I like. Shall I put that one there? Yeah. I will put that one there because that's what I picked up. So I'm just really very randomly picking up and not trying to be not thoughtful, like not having a decisive brain in this, and like really being a little bit more just sporadic in the decision. Okay, I am going to turn this one though, because that one was very similar. It is super satisfying sticking these colors on the page. Ooh, it feels so nice. Do you like it? Susan says, so cool. It's coming together faster. It is. Hi, Autumn. How are you? Yeah, Melissa says, painting with a palette knife has really loosened things up for me this month. And Natty says, I like the line in a different way. I think because abstract art is my thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking that I don't have any over there. Okay, so I'm going to have to pull these up and use them over here to finish it off. It really didn't take too long. I'm happy it didn't take too long. Okay. I have some little ones to get stuck here as well. I think I may have some left over. I think it was Elvira who made a very valid point that if you, what was it, Elvira? If you don't fill an eighth, or if you 1 millimeter, like, or something like that, I can't remember what she said, but basically she made the math equation of how much paper you would have left over if you didn't fill all those tiny little areas on your page. I'm like, okay, you are such a math brain, but I appreciate it. I love that. I enjoy math because it's a definite thing. I like it. Okay, let's get a thinner slither up here. Look how much I've got left over, guys. Tons. I know that I still have areas to do, to fill. But look, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it in the time that we had. So, note to self that you can do it, but you do have to pick a project that will work within that time. And I'm really enjoying that these are working within this time. Okay, I think, do I miss it? Did I miss anywhere? Nope. Maybe just this little tiny corner up here. So yeah, don't forget Beth's meet today, Melissa's tomorrow, but we'll be here in the morning. Oh, I love it. Okay. Loving my own work. It's really the process that I love, and the outcome of like how it feels so good. This one, like, I'm really loving this, and that it really, like, you don't get the separation that you do with this one, right? Because it's a bigger strip. I don't know. What do you think? So, Melissa says, I'm so surprised you got that done. Me too. I was like working like a machine. I was a machine this morning. Autumn says, hi there. These abstracts are so much fun. I love cutting up and painting pieces and gluing them down. It's very satisfying. I am so happy that you are loving it. Janice says it would be fun to save all the bits from the days and use them in a final abstract. Yes. Or Melissa gave me a great idea to do a collab, and we're thinking that maybe Melissa and I do a collab together. So I know that we have a lot of crossover with people who are in both, like we're a big community, but if Melissa has specific people on her Discord and I have specific people, we would have a painting or one image that we share with everybody, and everybody does a piece of work. They cut it up and they send it to us, and we create a big installation of everybody's work. And I thought that would be really cool. So Melissa and I will talk a little bit at the weekend because we're seeing each other. But I think it's a really neat idea. And I think strips, like 1 centimeter strips. I don't know, Melissa, what do you think? I think it would be great to put it all together. Maria says it's lovely. Hi, Maria. Good morning. Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Nanette. Thank you, Carolyn. And thanks, C. Natty says, I'm not sure why these colors on abstract page remind me of Kuretake Gamsi Nuve set. Very soft color, but they do. So different being cut on abstract page. Yeah, and then that says that would be cool. That was my save those leftovers for an idea. Yes, that would be. I don't think I've saved them all though, But I could start saving now. Janice, I think that would be a cool idea. Yeah. Thank you. And I do have a little bag there, so I could put them in a little bag. Melissa says, I kind of think we should let people cut their pieces how they like. Ooh. Can you imagine? Well, I guess that would be kind of cool. We could put it all together. It would be cool. And then maybe they could see what, where their piece is, maybe, as long as they don't cut flowers and stuff like that. It would definitely need to be geometrical, if anything, I think, right? We could put that, that hold over the whole thing. So anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I am going to take my little pup for a walk, and have a good day, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye, everyone. Maddie says we need a gallery. We do need a gallery. We need lots of galleries. But we need to keep the paper size consistent so we know the canvas size. Yes, that's true. Good point, Melissa. Good thinking. I hope you're writing all these things down. And we'll make an email that goes out, and we'll try and get it done by the summer. I think that's a good standpoint. And then if anybody wants to come and join us and create this massive piece together, I think that would be fun too in Toronto. Okay, enough of my ideas floating in my brain. I need to stop and get on with this morning, and you guys do too. Have a really good day, everyone. Bye.